Good morning. Thank you for joining me. I'm planless today, and I love it. I have to admit, I love it. I also love Trilby. Trilby was probably my last purchase before my world turned on its ear, and the reason that I purchased Trilby, I spent a little bit more than I usually do, but not so much as to be calamity making. Trilby got off the shelf and into my arm because of this paper. Just put me over the edge. A whole book of this paper. And I knew right away that it was something a little bit special about it. Not too terribly or badly worn. Some spots over here on the binding, but nothing too tremendous. So today, I'm going to be playing with Trilby pages and my good friend. Now, those of you who have been with me for quite a while know that right up here on my desk, I keep my good friend. When I first, way back, eons ago, maybe 5 years ago, maybe 6, I discovered how much I loved collage. And I realized that having watched many of the wonderful teachers on YouTube, that they kept their scraps. So I thought I would keep my scraps. And purple, red, pink, red, violet, yellow, blue and green, neutrals, black and white, and miscellaneous. And this has been much more full in its time. But it always manages to come up with something earth-shakingly delicious that I love so much and I'm so happy to find. So two things are going to happen today. We're going to pick the pieces of collage, and I'm going to introduce you to some of the reasons I love Trilby. Besides the size, Trilby is not a small puppy. Trilby is 10 by 6.5. These are some pages that I had worked on over the last year when things were evolving for me. Here's a page that I took out and obviously removed the edges, but I wanted to test the paper. I remember that. This is from 2021, and collage and a little experiment with doodling. And I had just discovered my fingertip issue with a little bit of tiny bit of numbness at the tip of my fingers, and it's a little bit difficult to handle a pen. And this was kind of frustrating to me, so I had a little pout, and I didn't do any doodling for a while because I was upset with my fingers. I was having a standoff with them. So here is how the paper looks when removed from this book. Is this not to die for? So I wanted to try out this paper because I know that this is rag paper, and so I stamped with one of my very favorite rose stamps, and I did a little bit of watercoloring to see what would happen. It did not run, and it had very little bleed through. Very little. So that made me mucho happy. And here is a piece that was around here, and I stamped. I wanted to see what the effect would be on this paper, and I love it. Absolutely love it. As you can see, I've kept it. So, I think I'm probably going to start playing on these papers today. But I thought I'd give you a little introduction to my my very favorite book. Many pages, just crying out. The front is tissue and picture of du Maurier, Georges du Maurier. Trilby, a novel, 1895 by Harper Brothers, and you know that's a very old one in the 1800s because Harper's changed their name after that. The original, the oldest, the beginning of the company was Harper and Brothers. 600 copies printed, in red 496. So that's why this paper. The illustrations listed, and the illustrations are by du Maurier himself, and they're all small, and Trilby part the first, and Mimi Pinson is a blonde. A blonde going to stop now because I'll just start reading to you, and that's not what you want me to do. And here is another one that I absolutely love of his. I would call it more an illustration, but I also would call it a fine piece of artwork. The attention to detail is wonderful. So, Pretty Girl. All right, I'm going to stop and close this book over because as you see, I get stopped in it. Now, heavy, very heavy. So, here are the papers that I'm going to be collaging today. And now, let's go back. Let's go back to neutrals. And let's pull the neutral section. Anything else hiding that I might want? Could be. Okay, neutral is empty. And through the black and white section is this. I was drying off stamps, and I kept that. I am so happy that I kept it. And it's on the, my other favorite thing, a dollar store junk paper from Dollar Tree. So, as you can see, I'm all here and there today, but that's okay. Friend gets put back in place of honor, and let's find things that just call out to be collaged to that paper. This is pad paper. Don't want to use that. It's too thick. Too thick. Let's do this. Let's get you as much onto this as you can be. A little more. There. There. Let's see if we can get inspired. That's kind of nice. Nothing particularly special. And I've been hoarding this piece of goodness for the longest time. A piece of heavyweight vellum. More coffee dyed. Do we like that? Those colors are darker than I was thinking about, but kind of likable. Let's put this one over here. Oh, my. A piece of dictionary paper. Here we'll go. Right there. This is nothing special. Nothing special. It comes from a Michael's fabric tablet. Nope. We'll keep that one out. I'm going to keep the seashells together because I'm not thinking seashells. This is from my Ophelia, one of my pages from my Ophelia book. And that's Ophelia. Or a relative. Do I want this? No. Books. Love some books. Family picture. Could be. I think I'm going to have to move these things as I use them. Of course, that ought to be in the blue section. It isn't. Oh, and look at this. Machine stitching and a piece of lace attached. Liking that. Piece of textile. Liking that very much. Just have to have that for whatever particular reason, primarily because it's on vellum. Oh, yes. Writing. Oh, we liking that. I'm going to take the dark side off. This is a piece of dyed paper that I did before I discovered that I really don't like doing that too much. No, I don't. Ooh, I like that. Let's move this pile over to here. Here. Nothing special. Too new looking. Too heavy. Heavy. Oh, another book. Another book. Page out of a magazine with rather thin paper in it, but that might be okay. Too thick. Oh, isn't that book delicious? I like that more than that. Oh, here's my collection. I must have dropped them all in. Oh, my. Oh, can't have it all about books. Don't feel the urge for having that. This goes well with that. You'll see. That should be in black and white. Oh my, yes, I remember saving that. Not today. Not today. Neutral vellums. Not today. Very fine. Oh yes. Was it Edith Holden's? No. I think maybe. Okay, you're going back. You're going back. You're going up here. No. Yes. Buildings. No, I'm not. I'm not feeling buildings today. Fabric. Oh, we're getting to the end. Japanese script. And a piece of this that I've had for ages. And pieces of needlepoint paper and needlepoint canvas. Back and over here to wait going back in the, nope, I think I'll put them back right now because I wouldn't want to lose a single piece of this. Okay, mission accomplished. I like the page just the way it is, don't you? Okay, let's see what we can do now. Let's move this over, out of the way. Let's get these papers here. Let's put Trilby up here. I haven't done anything like this in ages. Maybe you will decide to try doing the same thing with yours. Very nice. It makes me happy. There's nothing on there that's, some of them are heavy and dark, but not too jarring. Yes. And now, this to keep my mat fairly clean. My book bone out of the way. Alrighty. I think I'm just going to keep that up here. And I think we'll start on this one, the one that I tore. Let's go. Where to begin? Right here. Right here. I'm getting low on my Elmer's Extreme, so I had to purchase some extra strength. Oh my. Decisions, as Rachel says on Roxy Creations, decisions are the worst. But in this case, collage decisions are the best. The best. Yes, that works. I think I'll use this one because it's I'm being wordy. I didn't realize that I was being wordy, but I'm liking it, so there we go. Goodness, this is... I believe I'm going to have to go and get a piece of paper towel with some water on it because this Elmer's Extreme is more sticky than I run into with it. I'm going to do these one at a time, and the reason is, if I put them down on here, I will end up endlessly switching them around and rethinking, and that's the last thing that you need to watch me do, is to push paper around on another piece of paper. I don't care how beautiful it is. So, down it goes. Down it goes. Paper is dealing well with this, because that is a bit wet. Let's see this one. Let's just see this one right here, or right here, or up here, or over here, or here. I sometimes find that the first choice is usually a pretty good one. I want to keep the sides. Oh, these have all been ripped. Well, maybe I'll keep it up. Well, that can change. That can change. Now, do I like that? That's the question. Do I like that? Or do I want this one? I like this one more. You're back there. You're in the waiting room. And I am going to get some a damp towel because my fingers want to really literally stick together. I'll be right back. Well, here I am back, and that took soap and water to get that glue off my fingertips. Who knew? Alrighty. Let's go down to here. There we go. And I'm wondering if this bit of textile might do very nicely right there. Maybe not. Oh, I'm liking that. Yes, that's better. cut off the edges that are hanging over. I'm quite neutral on this page. That doesn't seem to be a bad thing. I think I'll cut some of this darkness out a little bit. Let's go right here. Yes. That's not ready to go yet. Alrighty. My hand and eye keep going back to this one. So let's just follow it up. But tearing is necessary. A sip is necessary also. And well, we're closing in here. Good. It's going to work right there. Yes. We have a spot there and this side piece. No. No. I would be hard pressed to say why no, but no. I just want the littlest bit off the sides. And you'll notice if you keep your thumbs together, as close as you can get them, you're ripping. You have more control of the ripping. That's not making me happy after I did that to it. Are we going to be that silly about this, Carol? No, we're not. No, we're not. Sixteenth of an inch of the background papers are not going to end you up in collage jail, Carol. Yes, of course I do it this way. Now, well, not happening. Not happening. Today is not the day. Oh yes. I don't like those heavy letters though. Let's see if we can do this. A little bit of music is just what the doctor called for. Done. Better. Gracious, this is sticky. Guess I should not be complaining. Oh my. More and more little bits. Well, I do hope that you have had fun playing today. Today I was about neutrals. And this is kind of damp because of that wet glue. But it's good and strong. And you can take anything that I might want to add to it. And let's see what we have left here. Let's just see what we've picked that has not been used yet. I, of course, have this one left in my mind, primarily because of this. And this seems to be ready to go along here. Oh, perhaps this piece. Perhaps that piece. I'm auditioning, which I said I was going to try not to do too much of, but my craft room, my rules. Well, 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 what have we here? What have we here? Well, if that's not the cat's whiskers, I'm going to do it. Yes, I am, but I'm not going to force you to sit and watch me do it, because that would be a little bit of a waste of your time. I'm going to let this dry. And when I come back to do some more, we still have the back of this page. We'll get to that. But I do hope that you have enjoyed watching me play. And this was certainly a playtime. Please give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. I do answer them. And I do hope that you will join me again. I do Trilby and add some more collage bits just to make myself happy as I did today. And this is going to turn out to be quite a keeper. Bye now.